We've got just 5 minutes left in the qualifying session, everyone. This is the time when the pressure really ramps up. Drivers are pushing their AI-powered cars to the limit to secure a good starting position for the race. It's always exciting to see who can nail that perfect lap in the final moments. Fingers crossed for some dramatic finishes and surprises as we head toward the end. What are your predictions for the top spots? Welcome back to the stream, 66O. It's great to have you with us again. We've got quite the race lined up today, so get ready to enjoy some high-speed action. Currently, Assetto is in 9th place, and Bobardo is in 35th place. This gives Assetto a significant advantage, with Bobardo needing to make considerable progress to catch up. The gap is wide, and with only 3 laps completed, it will require aggressive driving from Bobardo to change the dynamics of this race. Amthakrabi is currently in 6th place, closely contested by Mexadi. The two are exchanging positions frequently as they navigate the track. Meanwhile, Assetto and Duff Dad are engaged in a tight fight for 8th place, with both drivers making aggressive moves to gain the advantage. Assetto has moved up 1 spot to take 8th place. Aetion 1792 and Koki Byanti are engaged in a tight battle for 12th position, with SD4 and BZJ closely following them. The fight is becoming more intense as they push for an advantage. Aetion 1792 has advanced 1 position, now in 12th place. The battle for 12th place is intense among Koki Binanity, and Stefan BZ, and Aetion 1792. Meanwhile, Wastesthesakan and FK Gakthefades are locked in a close contest for 15th place. Aminson, also known as Sidek 74, is driving a 199 Peugeot 306 Maxi Thai. Currently, they are in 35th place. Their starting position was 17th, indicating a drop in positions throughout the race. There is no recorded fastest lap yet for this entry, suggesting they may be struggling to find competitive pace relative to other drivers. Mama Hasta is currently in 29th position, driving a 1994 Opel Astra FGSI. The car has a starting position of 22, and has clocked a fastest lap time of 2 minutes, and 29.117 seconds. The performance indicates that Mama Hasta is struggling to gain positions compared to their starting spot, but they are still on track and competing with the field. Mexazabe is now just behind Lord of the Jungle, having decreased the gap to 1.1 seconds. Wast the Second and FK the Feds are engaged in a close contest for 15th place, with their positions fluctuating rapidly. Wasp-Second has moved up one position to take 15th place. Vec the Feds is currently engaged in a tight battle with Wasp-Second for that 15th spot, gaining on him closely. Both drivers are pushing hard as they jockey for position. Okioki 3 has moved into first place, gaining one position. Sabina 27, Amy and Okioki 3 are all engaged in a tight battle for the lead. The drivers are closely contesting each corner with aggressive tactics being employed. As we are on lap 5, Issy 1212 is in 8th place, while Bobardo is currently in 36th place. This gives Issy 1212 a significant advantage, both in position and the potential for overtaking, as Bobardo will need to navigate through traffic. It will be crucial for Bobardo to find openings to gain positions quickly, while Issy 1212 can focus on maintaining pace and defending their position from challengers behind. The dynamics favor Issy 1212 at this point in the race. Martif Wu is currently in 30th place, driving a 199 Peugeot 306 Maxi. They started from 5th position but have not set a competitive lap time. Their fastest lap shows a time of 2 minutes and 24.902 seconds, indicating they might be struggling to maintain pace compared to others in the race. The Peugeot 306 Maxi is known for its agility on the track, but Martif Wu's performance suggests they may be encountering difficulties. Sabina 27, driving the 1997 Citroën ZX, is currently in first place. The car is known for its balanced handling and responsive steering, which is crucial on this track. With a fastest lap time of 2:18.558, Sabina 27 is maintaining a strong pace, having moved up from a starting position of 36. The performance suggests effective tire management and precise cornering. Overall, the race appears to be going well for them as they lead the pack. Okioki 3 has taken the lead, now in first place. Cedric is close behind, moving up to second place. Wichi Zero follows in third place, also making progress up the ranks. The top three are tightly packed as they race ahead. Aetion 1792 and Electric Marie are exchanging positions as they contest 9th place, with both drivers applying pressure on each other. Cat TV has successfully gained one position, now occupying 18th place. Nexus AB has moved up one spot to take 4th place. Electric Marie and Duff Dad are engaged in a close battle for 8th place, with both drivers showing strong pace. Iantha Krabi is currently in 6th place, driving a 199 Peugeot 306 Maxi. The car is known for its agility and strong performance in cornering, due to its lightweight chassis and competent suspension system. Iantha Krabi started from 19th position, showcasing significant progress during the race. They seem to be maintaining a steady pace, closely following the drivers ahead, while fending off competition behind them. Hey Hope 3. The bet race is ongoing right now, and there's a lot of action happening on the track. We're currently in lap 7 out of 39, so there's still plenty of time for things to shake up. Are you planning to join the race? Just type !race followed by the car number you want to pick. The track layout at Autodromo Lago Maggiore GP Reverse features multiple tight corners and long straights, which allows for frequent overtaking opportunities. Drivers with better cornering capability have an advantage, especially in the tight sections where precise handling can make a significant difference in lap times. Current leading drivers demonstrate strong acceleration out of corners and consistent lap performance, indicating effective setup choices for this circuit. The varying starting positions also highlight the impact of strategy as cars navigate through the field. Mexicib is now in 3rd place after a successful overtake. Aetion 1792 and Electric Murray continue their close battle for 9th place, with Meyer able to pull away. Sabina 27 and Amy are making progress, decreasing the gap to FP Feds by 1.3 seconds. Mexicib is indeed closing in on Cydric, reducing the gap by 1.1 seconds as they navigate through the track. Aetion 1792 has made an overtaking maneuver, and is now in 9th place, gaining 1 position. Currently, Sabina 27 is in 16th place. Although holding the fastest lap time of 2 minutes, 18.558 seconds, the position indicates that there is significant ground to make up. The race dynamics could change if they can capitalize on mistakes by drivers ahead or improve consistency in their laps. There's potential for advancement, but it will depend on strategy and execution as the laps progress. Looks like we have some excitement in the chat. Okioki3 and Everlasting Apex are throwing out some Erasicrush references. It's interesting how this race is unfolding. There's definitely been some intense moments on the track already. Since damage is disabled though, our AI drivers can bounce back from any shenanigans without a scratch. We're only on lap 8 out of 39, and Okioki3 is holding strong in 1st place with that 1997 Citroën ZX. Any predictions on how things might keep shaping up as we progress? Remember, if you want to join the action, Just type !race in the chat. Mexazade has advanced one position to take second place. Issy 1212 has also gained one position, now in 6th place. Aetion 1792 is moving up 2 spots, and has reached 7th place. In the current standings, Sabina 27, also known as Amy, is in 15th place. Despite starting from position 36, Amy has set the fastest lap time at 2 minutes, 18.558 seconds. This indicates strong performance, especially considering the traffic ahead. The challenge will be to navigate through the midfield pack while maintaining that pace to gain positions as the race progresses. Meanwhile, the front runners are maintaining significant gaps, which could impact racing strategy for potential overtakes in the coming laps. Aetion 1792 has successfully moved up one position to take 6th place, whilst the second has improved by 1 spot as well, now occupying 12th place. Issy 1212 is driving a 199 Peugeot 306 Maxi. Currently, they are in 7th place, showing competitive pace with a fastest lap time of 2 minutes and 20.844 seconds. They started in 20th position, indicating a solid recovery throughout the race. Their performance suggests good maneuverability and consistency as they navigate through the field. Cedric has gained 2 positions, now in 1st place. Buchizero has also advanced by 2 spots, currently in 2nd place. Lord of the Jungle is moving up as well, taking 3rd place after improving by 2 positions. Gary Z has made a notable move, overtaking 3 cars to secure 11th place, whilst their second gains ground as well, advancing 1 position into 10th place. Sabina 27 and Amy have both moved up 1 spot, now holding 14th place. Currently, I am in 14th place, having moved up from a starting position of 36. My fastest lap stands at 2 minutes and 18.558 seconds. This pace suggests a potential for further gains, especially considering the close positions ahead. The drivers in front are closely matched, which could create opportunities for overtaking as the race progresses. As we approach the next laps, maintaining consistency will be crucial for moving higher up the field. Koki Beninity and Steph Porn BJ are now just 1.6 seconds behind Nilga 77, tightening their pursuit. Okioki is also applying pressure on Gary Z, cutting the gap down by 1.5 seconds. The battle for 11th place between Oki 3 and Gary Z is heating up. Boss the Second is indeed gaining on Koki Beninity in sets 4 and BSJ, with a reduction of the gap by 1.5 seconds. Oki 3 has advanced 1 position, and is now in 11th place. Next, Assetto has moved up 1 position to take 14th place. Naiba and Mirasol are closing in on 7:27 and me, narrowing the gap by 3.4 seconds. Just Jazik is currently in 31 place with a Citroën X Sara from 199. Their current lap time shows as tagged over 99 seconds, indicating that they may have encountered issues on the track, or possibly went off course. The performance and positioning suggest challenges in maintaining pace in this segment of the race. Duff Dad is now in 5th place after moving up 1 position. Electric Murray is gaining on Issy 1212, having reduced the gap by 1.4 seconds. Oki 3 has advanced to 10th place, also moving up 1 position. Sabine 27 and Amy have moved up 1 position, now in 15th place. Naibe and Mirasol are closely contesting with Sabine 27 and Amy for that same position. Tension is building as they navigate the track. Red Panama is driving a 199 Citroën Sara.T. Currently, they are in 26th place. Their starting position was 23, indicating that they have lost ground since the start of the race. Their fastest lap time so far is 2:26.707, suggesting they are struggling to match the pace of those ahead in the standings. Oki 3 is now just behind Koki Beninity and SD4 and BSJ, with a gap of less than 1 second. Next, Azebe is also making progress, closing in on FC Kifitz, now within a couple of seconds. Cat TV has reduced the gap to Sabina 27 and me, Amy, by 1.8 seconds. This could lead to an interesting battle shortly. Hey there! It looks like Oki 3 in the Citroën ZX is currently hanging out in 9th place, while the Peugeot 306 Maxis are dominating the top positions. With that pit strategy in play, confidence might be waning a bit. It's always interesting to see how strategy plays out in these races. Do you think the Zates can pull off a surprise? Welcome back, Neotexum. It's great to see you back in the stream. We're all set for some exciting AI car racing action today. Get ready to cheer for your favorite cars as they hit the track. How have you been? Hey everyone. It looks like the chat is buzzing with excitement. Mama Hasta, we're definitely trying to win over here. Right now, the Peugeot 306 Maxi is dominating the track, holding down the top spots. Okay 3, you're spot on about the cars. It's actually the Citroën ZX that's in play. The AI drivers have been putting on quite the show. And we still have plenty of laps left to see if any surprises come our way. Keep the chat lively, and remember, if you want to join in the race, just type !mark race followed by the car number you want to choose. Let's get some more action out there. It looks like the Citroën XR is having a bit of a tough time out there. While the 206 is sitting strong right now, the XR still has some potential, especially in different race formats. The weight difference and handling characteristics can change things drastically in sprints compared to endurance racing. Every car has its strengths. It just depends on the track and conditions. Let's see if it can regain some ground as the race goes on. Keep those comments coming. It's always fun to hear what you guys think. Electric Murray has advanced one position to take 6th place. Oki has also made gains, moving up 2 spots to claim 8th place. Mexa is reducing the gap to FK Feds by 3.4 seconds, and they are locked in a close fight for 13th place. Duff Dad is currently in 5th place, driving a 199 Peugeot 306 Maxi. Starting from 3rd position, their fastest lap time is 2:20.698. The car has been competitive but hasn't made significant progress up the ranks, hovering around that 5th position with other racers close behind. The consistency shown in lap times indicates a steady performance throughout the race. Oki 3 has moved up 2 positions to take 6th place. The battle for 6th between Issy 1212 and Oki 3 is becoming intense. Sabina 27, and I am closing in on Mexa ZB, reducing the gap by 1.3 seconds. Wayne the Train is driving a 1986 Alfa Romeo 75, a car known for its sporty design and rear-wheel drive dynamics. Currently, Wayne is positioned in 22nd place. The performance timing shows a fastest lap of 2 minutes and 24.692 seconds. The car's handling should be quite agile given its age, but it seems he's struggling to gain positions on the track, sitting further back in the standings. Second has advanced 1 position and is now in 10th place. Sabina 27 and Amy are catching up to Epic Fets, cutting the gap down by 1.3 seconds. Greenyip has also improved by 1 position, now occupying 17th place. Koki Beninity and Stest 4 and Beta J have both moved up 1 position. now in 10th place. Sabine 27 and Amy are approaching FK Fetz, cutting the gap down by 1.1 seconds. Beninjep is also gaining on Naibe and Nira Sol, reducing their lead by 1.2 seconds. Gary Z has significantly reduced the gap to Wasli second, now down to 5.1 seconds. Meanwhile, Electric Murray and Issy, 12-12, are engaged in a close fight for 7th place. Greninjeb is also making progress, closing in on Naibe and Nira Sol, with a gap reduction of 1.9 seconds. Electric Murray and Issy 12-12 are engaged in a close battle for 7th place, with both drivers pushing hard. Mexa Zebe has gained 1 position, moving up to 12th place. Meanwhile, Sabine 27 and I am closing in on FK Fetz, cutting the gap down by 1 second. The competition is intensifying as we approach the next corners. Atiana 1792 has made a significant move, overtaking 3 cars and securing first place. Okioki 3 follows closely, making an impressive climb as well, overtaking 4 cars to take second place. Wastheskand is also showing strong performance with 8 overtakes, now in third place. The front of the pack is tightening up as these racers battle for position. Mexazibe has made a significant move, overtaking 4 cars and now occupies 4th place. Gary Z is also on the charge, having overtaken 7 cars to secure 5th place. Meanwhile, Lord of the Jungle has gained 3 positions and is currently in 8th place. Mexasebe is now just 1.4 seconds behind Wasthi second, indicating a strong push for an overtake. Naibe and Mirasol have both advanced by 1 position, and currently occupy 15th place. Greninjeb has also gained 1 position, now in 16th place. Cat TV has significantly reduced the gap to 7.27, and is currently at a distance of 8.2 seconds. Meanwhile, Greninjeb is gaining on Naibe, and has decreased the gap by 1.3 seconds. The race dynamics are shifting as we observe these developments. Okioki 3 is now in first place after gaining 1 position. Cloudga 77 is catching up to Koki Binichi and Sate 4 and BJ, with a gap reduction of 1 second. Greninjeb has advanced 1 position to 15th place. Cydric has made significant progress, overtaking 3 cars and securing 3rd place. Wichitara is also on the move, managing to overtake 3 cars to claim 4th place. Meanwhile, Lord of the Jungle has overtaken 3 cars as well, and now sits in 5th place. ISI 1212 has made significant progress, overtaking 3 competitors to secure 8th place. Duff Dad is now in 6th place after advancing 1 position. Electric Murray has also gained ground, moving up 1 spot to claim 9th place. The dynamics in the midfield are tightening. ISI 1212 is still gaining on Aton 1792, now just 1 second behind. Nalgas of Indy 7 has advanced 1 position and is currently in 11th place. Beck Thief is also making progress, closing the gap to Gary Z by 1.8 seconds. Koki Beninity, Stesti Forn BJ, is driving a 199 Peugeot 306 Maxi, currently in the 12th position. The car has shown consistent pace with a fastest lap time of 2:21.516, starting from the 31st position. Their performance indicates a solid recovery as they advance up the field, competing closely with other drivers in the same class. Duff Dad is now just 1.9 seconds behind Lord of the Jungle, maintaining a steady pace. Meanwhile, Sabina 27 alongside Amy are also making progress on FCP Feds, narrowing the gap by 1.7 seconds. The race dynamics are tightening up as competitors push for overtakes. Nexa Sebe is currently in 2nd place, driving a 1997 Citroën Z-Dex. The car's starting position was 35th, showing significant progress during the race. Their fastest lap time stands at 2 minutes and 19.372 seconds. They are maintaining a competitive pace behind Okio K3, who is leading the race, indicating a strong performance overall. Naiba, driving a 1988 BMW 635cc Si, is currently in 21st place. The BMW 635c Si is known for its balance of luxury and performance, featuring a straight-six engine that delivers a smooth driving experience. Despite starting from 27th position, Naibi has managed to make some progress in the race. The current lap times indicate they are maintaining a stable pace, but have yet to capitalize on overtakes in the crowded field. Okioki 3 has fallen back 13 positions and is now in 14th place. Sadrak has made a notable move up the ranks, gaining 2 spots to claim 1st place. Buchizo is also on the rise, moving up 2 positions to take 2nd place. Aton 1792 has advanced 1 position, and is now in 5th place. ISI 1212 has also gained 1 position, moving up to 6th place. Electric Murray is making progress as well, moving up to 7th place after gaining 1 position. Okioki 3 is currently in 20th place, but holds the fastest lap time at 2 minutes 17.872 seconds. This indicates strong pace, and if Okioki 3 can capitalize on this speed, there is potential for moving up in positions as the race progresses. The key will be to maintain consistent laps and maneuver past other competitors. Art Street 20, driving the 1995 Seat Ibiza, is currently in 35th place after starting from 6th position. The car's performance hasn't been reflected in the lap times yet, as they are currently recorded at 99 minutes and 99 seconds for the fastest lap, indicating a potential issue or non-competitive running. The dynamics of the race suggest a struggle to gain traction in this competitive field, especially given the strong pace of the top contenders. The lack of current data on their lap times suggests that the race may not be going well for Maya at this moment. Hey, I'm Insan. Glad to have you here for the race. We're in lap 20 out of 39, and the competition is heating up. Are you cheering for a particular car today? Let me know. Mexazebe is now just 1.3 seconds behind Electric Marie, showing strong pace. Sabina 27 and Amy are also closing in on FK Feds, cutting the gap down to 3.8 seconds. Meanwhile, Grenadier has reduced the distance to Cat TV by 3.1 seconds as well. The race is tightening up in multiple spots. Mexazede has moved up one spot to take 7th place. Greninja is getting closer to Cat TV, cutting the gap down by 2.4 seconds. Meanwhile, Winzerius Guy is also narrowing the distance to Naibi and Nira Sol by 2.2 seconds. Sabina 27 and Amy are now just 1.6 seconds behind FK Feds, showing good pace. Meanwhile, Greninja is closing in on Cat TV with a gap reduction of 1.3 seconds. Mysterious Guy is also making progress towards Naibi and Nira Sol, reducing the distance by 1.1 seconds. The race is tightening up. Greninja has successfully moved up one spot to take 15th place. Meanwhile, Winzerius Guy is making a strong push, closing the gap to Naibi and Nira Sol by 1.4 seconds. This could set up for a potential overtake soon if the pace continues. Red Panama is currently in 25th place, competing in a 199 Citroën X Sara Dong. They started from the 23rd position and are maintaining a time of about 2 minutes and 26 seconds for their laps. The car was expected to perform well in terms of handling, but seems to be struggling to move up the positions, unable to capitalize on any overtakes so far in the race. Deplorable has advanced one spot to take 16th place. Unserious Guy has also moved up one position to occupy 19th place. Naiba, Mirasol and Wasirius Guy are now engaged in a tight battle for 19th place, indicating close racing among them. Greeningyib is reducing the gap with 7:27 in lead by 7.9 seconds. Whilst Thesicond is also gaining on Electromurray, cutting the gap by 1.2 seconds. Meanwhile, Iantha Krabi has moved up one position to take 17th place. Unserious Guy has advanced one position to take 18th place. Naiba and Mirasol have also moved up one position each, now in 19th place. Aetion 1792 is currently in 5th place, driving a 199 Peugeot 306 Maxi Ditol. They started from 39 and have set a fastest lap time of 2 minutes and 20.455 seconds. The car has shown good pace as they've moved up the grid significantly from their starting position. However, they will need to keep the momentum going to maintain their standings against challengers behind them. OQP3 is in 30th place, but has set the fastest lap time at 2 minutes and 17.872 seconds. This indicates strong pace, but being at the back of the field means he will need to make significant advancements through overtakes to capitalize on that speed for a better overall position. It's crucial for him to find a way to weave through traffic effectively as the race progresses. Markster 20, driving the 1995 Seat Ibiza, is currently in 35th place. This position indicates that the race has not been favorable for them so far, considering they started in 6th place. There isn't a recorded fastest lap time, which may contribute to their struggle in gaining positions on the leaderboard. The car's performance and handling characteristics would typically allow for better maneuverability in racing scenarios, but it appears that the dynamics of the race haven't worked in Mark's favor at this point. Buccitzero is now just 1 second behind Sidrek, applying pressure for an overtaking opportunity. Aetion 1792 has decreased the gap to Dufdad by 1.2 seconds, intensifying that battle as well. Meanwhile, Electric Mary is also making a move, closing in on Mexazibi with a reduction of 1 second. Tensions are building in these segments of the race. Lord of the Jungle and Buccitzero remain neck and neck for 2nd place, constantly exchanging positions as they push each other. Aetion 1792 is rapidly catching up to Dufdad, having cut the gap down by 1.2 seconds, intensifying their fight for 4th place. duel between Assetto 1792 and Dad is getting more competitive as they jostle for position. Assetto 1792 and Dad remain in a close battle for 4th place, with their positions changing frequently. Meanwhile, Serious Guy is gaining on Anthe Krabby, having reduced the gap by 3.7 seconds. The dynamics of the race are intensifying. Neither and Nearest Soul are making significant progress, reducing the gap to Anthe Krabby by 5.8 seconds. EC1212 is also gaining on Assetto 1792, cutting the difference by 1 second. Meanwhile, Nalga 77 is closing in on Was the second, shrinking their gap by 2.1 seconds. Sabina 27 and Amy have significantly reduced the gap to FGFED, now trailing by only 1.4 seconds. Meanwhile, Deplorably Apple is also making progress, decreasing the distance to Greninja by 1.1 seconds. Mexazabe is now just a second behind EC1212 as they approach the next corner. Sabina 27 and Amy have also closed the gap to Feds, now only 1.1 seconds away from overtaking. The race is getting tighter as these drivers push to make their moves. Buchisero is now only 1.1 seconds behind Cedric Odysseu. Dabine 27 and Amy are closing the gap to Feds by 1.2 seconds. Meanwhile, Anthe Krabby is making progress towards Serious Guy, reducing their gap by 1.7 seconds. Dad continues to gain on Lord of the Jungle, now just a second behind. Sabine 27 and Amy are also making progress, closing in on FGFED, with the gap narrowed by 1.2 seconds. The race dynamics are shifting as these racers find their rhythm. EC1212 is currently in 6th place with a fastest lap of 2 minutes and 20 seconds, while Barbardo is in 37th place with unclear lap data. EC1212 is in a strong position and likely has the advantage due to better speed and track position. Barbardo will need significant improvements to compete effectively in the remaining laps. Was the second and Electric Murray are closely contesting for 8th place, with both drivers pushing hard. Sabine 27 and Amy are gaining on FGFED, decreasing their gap by 1 second as they aim to catch up. Assetto 1792 is driving a 199 Peugeot 306 Maxi, currently in 5th place. With a starting position of 39, AT1 1792 has made significant progress during the race. The fastest lap recorded by AT1 1792 is at 2 minutes and 20.455 seconds. Overall, their performance indicates a strong recovery from the early stages of the race. Back the Feds is indeed closing the gap on Kokibinanity and Sesforn BSJ, now just 1.3 seconds behind. Meanwhile, Sabine A27 and Amy are also gaining on FGithak the Feds, with a gap reduction of 1.8 seconds. Deplorably, Apple has moved up one spot, now in 15th place. AT1 1792 has decreased the gap to Duff Dad by 1.2 seconds, and is getting closer to overtaking. Meanwhile, Sabina 27 and Amy are also closing in on FGAC Thefates, with a similar reduction in their gap. The competition is tightening as they push for positions. Mexazebe has moved up one spot and is now in 6th place. Ianthocrabi is gaining on with Serious Guy, reducing the gap by 1.2 seconds. Wasfisekand and Electromary are in a close fight for 8th place, exchanging positions frequently. Deplorably, Apple has gained one position, and is now in 14th place. Meanwhile, Greninjab has also moved up one spot, now holding 15th place. Wasthesikan has moved up to 8th place. The battle for 8th place between Electrocamiri and Wasthискand is becoming intense. Meanwhile, Koki Beninity, Est4 BJ and Gary Z are closely contesting for 11th place. The race dynamics are heating up. Ianthocrabi is currently in 9th place and is closing in on Sabina 27, who is in 8th place, with a gap reduced by 8.2 seconds. Isi 1212 is also gaining on Mexazubi, bringing the gap down by 1 second. Electric Mary has moved up one position to take 8th place, pushing Sabina 27 down to 9th. Mexazibe is now just 1.2 seconds behind AT1 1792, applying pressure as they approach the next corner. Wasthesikan has successfully moved up one position, and is now in 8th place. Mexazabe is now just 1.3 seconds behind AT1 1792, showing consistent pace. Wasthesikan is also making progress, cutting the gap to Isi 1212 by 1 second. The race dynamics are shifting with these two drivers gaining ground. Yaki XP is driving a 1992 Citroën GTI, a lightweight hatchback known for its nimble handling and lively performance. Currently they are in 38th place, and have not set a notable lap time yet, indicating they may be struggling or facing challenges on the track. Electric Murray has advanced one position, now holding 8th place. The Amphikrabi is gaining on Sabina 27, and you currently reducing the gap by 1 second. Isidon 1212 is now in 6th place after gaining one position. Paint Theory. Electromary follows closely in 7th place, also moving up one spot. Wasp Seskund has advanced to 8th place, making up one position as well. Kokibinenity and Stesforen BSJ continue their pursuit of Mexazibi, now just 16.8 seconds back. Knalga 77 has made progress, advancing to 9th place. Meanwhile, Sabina 27 and Amy are narrowing the gap to Green Jib by 1.3 seconds. Positioning on the Autodromo Lago Maggiore GMP reverse is crucial, with tight corners demanding precise handling and setup. The long straights provide opportunities for overtakes, particularly for drivers with better acceleration off the turns. Tire management and braking points play a key role in maintaining speed throughout the race. Current standings reflect drivers capitalizing on these dynamics effectively. Nexus AB has advanced one position, now in 10th place. Deplorably Apple is gaining on FC Feds, closing the gap by 1.4 seconds. Mama Hasta is driving a 1994 Opel Astra F GSI, which is known for its reliable performance and solid handling. Currently, they are in 25th place, having started from 22. The best lap time recorded so far is 2:27.164, indicating there's room for improvement as the race progresses. The Feds has advanced one position to take 12th place. They are engaged in a tight battle with Koki Binety and Stefan Bizech for 11th place. Meanwhile, Sabine 27 and I am closing in on Greninja, reducing the gap by 1.2 seconds. Nexus AB is currently in 10th place, driving a 1997 Citroën ZX. The starting position was 35, indicating a notable gain during the race. Their fastest lap time so far is a competitive 2 minutes and 19.372 seconds, showing strong performance relative to their class. They are maintaining a solid pace, but will need to push harder to improve positions as the race progresses. Naga 77 is now just behind Wasfisakin, lowering the gap to approximately 1.6 seconds. Meanwhile, Nexus AB is also gaining on Naga 77, cutting the distance down by 1.5 seconds. The competition is tightening up. Max Azabi is driving a 1997 Citroën ZDX, which is known for its lightweight chassis and nimble handling. Currently in 10th place, Max Azabi started the race from 35th position, showcasing a strong recovery. Their fastest lap time is 2 minutes and 19.372 seconds, indicating competitive speed. The Citroën ZX's agility may be aiding them in navigating through the field effectively. Welcome back to the stream, Nick XD27 and Go7. It's great to see you both here. We're in for an exciting race today, watching some amazing AI-driven cars battle it out on the track. Grab some snacks and get comfortable. It's going to be a fantastic ride. Welcome back, Assetto Corsa. We're so glad to have you here for the AI racing action. Feel free to settle in and enjoy the race. It's going to be an exciting one. Lord of the Jungle is now just behind Bukchi Zero, with the gap tightening as they race. Sabina 27 and Amy are also making progress towards Greninjab, cutting down the distance significantly. This could lead to some positioning changes soon. Electric Murray is currently in 7th place, driving the 199 Peugeot 306 Maxide. Their starting position was 34, indicating a strong recovery during the race. The fastest lap recorded by Electric Murray is at 2 minutes and 20 seconds, which shows competitive speed compared to others in the field. Tiana 1792 has advanced to first place after overtaking 4 cars. Wasp Second follows closely in 2nd place, having passed 6 cars. Mexa Zibi is now in 4th place after also overtaking 6 cars. The battle for positions is becoming intense as the race progresses. Hey everyone! Wayne the Train just shared a clip from earlier in the race, make sure to check that out. And for everyone watching, if you want to boost your car, don't forget it's not an option here since damage is disabled. It looks like Amundsen and Hug are chilling in the pits for now. I hope they can get back in the race soon. And it's great to see all the friendly banter in the chat. Keep those interactions coming, it makes this stream even more fun. Remember, you can join the race by typing !mark race followed by the car number you want. Let's keep cheering on our drivers as we near the end of this lap. Looks like we've got some lively chat discussions happening. I love the banter. It's always interesting to see how everyone connects with each other during the race. Hugged3 mentioned some crashes on lap 1, which can definitely shake things up. And it sounds like Okioki 3 has taken a bit of a comedic angle on their position. Unlapping themselves is no small feat. As for Amundsen, bringing in that vowel might just give them the edge they need. You're all making me chuckle with these jokes. Keep them coming while we watch the AI battle it out on the track. Remember, if you want to join the action, just type !race followed by the car number you'd like to pick. Gary Z has made a significant move, advancing 7 positions to take 6th place. Mexa Z is also gaining momentum, moving up 1 position to claim 3rd place. Greening Jib is on the rise as well, progressing 1 spot to take 14th place. Mexa Azabe is currently in 3rd place, driving a 1997 Citroën Z-Dex. This car is known for its lightweight design and agile handling, making it well suited for tight racing conditions. Mexa Zade has recorded the fastest lap time of 2 minutes and 19.372 seconds, showcasing competitive speed. The driver is maintaining a solid position, but will need to manage pressure from those behind to keep the podium spot. Mexa Zabe continues to close in on Wasp second, now just 1.1 seconds behind. Satrek is also gaining on Electric Murray, with a gap reduction of 1.3 seconds. Kokubaninity and Stest 4 and BJ have both advanced 1 spot, now in 12th place. Hey there, new Texum. Looks like you're getting some love from the chat. How's everyone enjoying the race so far? We're on lap 33 out of 39 at the Autodromo Lago Maggiore GP Reverse, and it's getting exciting. Remember, if you want to join in the racing fun, just type !race in the chat. Who are you cheering for today? Gary Z has dropped back 6 positions and is currently in 12th place. Mexa Sagi has gained 1 position and is now in 2nd place. Lord of the Jungle has also moved up 1 spot and sits in 3rd place. Mexa Sabe maintains the lead, but Aetion 1792 is applying pressure, staying close as they approach a series of tight corners. FP Feds is indeed gaining on Gary Z, reducing their gap significantly as they navigate the straights. The tension at the front is palpable as both top racers push their limits. Welcome back, Castle Rat. It's great to have you with us again. We've got an exciting race lined up, and I can't wait to see what you think of the ice driving skills. Grab a snack, settle in, and enjoy the show. Mexa Zeba has taken the lead, moving up 1 position to 1st place. Beck the Feds is making gains as well, advancing 1 position to 12th place. Sabina 27 and Amy are working together, reducing the gap to Gary Z by 2.7 seconds. Oki 3 is currently in 30th place despite having the fastest lap time of 2 minutes and 17.872 seconds. This indicates strong pace but suggests struggles in overall race positions, likely due to earlier incidents or poor strategies. There's potential for a better outcome if he can leverage that speed in the remaining laps. Feds is now just 3 seconds behind Koki Binety, continuing to close the gap on Stefan BZJ as well. Sabina 27 and Amy are both gaining on Gary Z, with just under 4 seconds separating them now. Meanwhile, Krabi is also narrowing the margin on Sabina 27 and Amy, currently close to 5 seconds behind. The race dynamics are tightening up significantly. Cedric has significantly closed the gap on Electric Marie, now trailing by just 1.1 seconds. Naibe and Mira Sol have both advanced one position, now occupying the 18th place. Puchitsero is now in 3rd place after moving up one spot. The competition between Lord of the Jungle and Butcher for that position is intense, with both cars closely vying for an advantage. ATM 1792 is indeed narrowing the gap to Mexavi, now just 1.3 seconds behind. Lord of the Jungle has made a significant move, advancing one position to 3rd place. The battle for 3rd is heating up as Butchicero and Lord of the Jungle engage closely, with no clear advantage for either racer at this moment. Was the second is gaining on Bucci Zero, now just 1.3 seconds behind. Cedric has cut the gap to Electric Marie down to 1 second. Meanwhile, Sabina 27 and Amy are also closing in on Gary Z, with the distance now at 1.1 seconds. Electric Marie has advanced one position to take 6th place. Krabi is reducing the gap to both Sabina 27 and myself, moving closer by 1.5 seconds. Grinyab is also gaining on Deplorable Apple, decreasing the distance by 1.3 seconds. Oki 3 is currently in 30th place despite having the fastest lap, which indicates strong pace but struggles with overall position on track. This suggests a lack of consistency, or issues earlier in the race, potentially impacting his ability to gain ground. Focus on making clean overtakes in the remaining laps will be crucial for improving his standing. whilst the second has advanced one position to take fourth place. Meanwhile, Sabina 27 and Amy are closing in on Gary Z, reducing the gap by 1.5 seconds. Additionally, Winserious Guy has gained one position, now in 18th place. Hey chat! Looks like the excitement is building up here as we approach the end of this thrilling race at Autodromo Lago Maggiore. Just a few laps to go, and it's still neck and neck in the standings. Remember, you can join the race anytime by typing !race followed by the car number you want to support. If you're feeling lucky, winning bets or making those overtakes could mean claiming some sweet cars for your garage. Let's see if anyone pulls off a surprise in these final laps. Keep those comments coming. Buccizzero advances one position, and now occupies fourth place. Yamthe Krabi is gaining on 7-27 and me, reducing the gap by 1.1 seconds. Cat TV climbs one position to take 19th place. Duff Dad is driving a 199 Peugeot 306 Maxi, which is known for its lightweight design and competitive handling. Currently, they are in 9th place after starting 3rd, indicating a slight decline in position during the race. Their fastest lap time stands at 2:20.698, showing that they have potential pace but may be struggling to keep competing cars behind. Duff Dad is currently in 9th place, driving a 199 Peugeot 306 Maxi. Starting from 3rd position, his fastest lap time is 2:20.698. He seems to be struggling to maintain pace compared to the leaders, and may need to focus on optimizing his racing lines to regain some positions. Overtakes ahead could be challenging given the competitive field, especially with multiple drivers in similar vehicles directly in front of him. Kaba Bapak is driving a 1992 Citroën AX GT. Currently, they are in 38th place. Their starting position was 25, indicating a drop in positions during the race. No fastest lap time has been recorded for them yet, and it appears they're facing challenges in gaining traction against the field. Sabina 27 is maintaining pressure on Amy and Gary Z as they contest for 13th place. Greenieb is gaining on Deporo Blapo, now just 1 second behind. Meanwhile, Winserious Guy is also making a push, cutting down the gap to Green Injip by 1.7 seconds. Iam the Krabby is currently in 15th place, driving a 199 Peugeot 306 Maxi Die. They started in 19th position, showing some progress up the grid. Their fastest lap time recorded is 2:20.158, indicating competitive pace within their car class. Overall, they are maintaining a consistent performance in this tightly contested race. Okioki 3 is currently in 30th place despite having set the fastest lap. This indicates strong pace, but starting from a lower position has hindered his overall performance in the race. With only one lap remaining, it will be a challenge to make significant gains in position. Okioki 3 is currently in 30th place despite setting the fastest lap time of 2 minutes and 17.872 seconds. It indicates strong pace but suggests issues earlier in the race have hindered overall position. The focus now is on maintaining that lap time and finishing strongly, as there's only one lap left to settle the final standings. Lord of the Jungle has moved up one spot and is now in 2nd place. Bucciatero is gaining on A2 in 1792, cutting the gap down by 1.1 seconds. Meanwhile, Sabina 27 along with Amy is also closing in on F. Gifeds, reducing the gap by 1.8 seconds. Wayne the Train is currently in 21st place, driving a 1986 Alfa Romeo 75i. The car, known for its classic charm and spirited performance, is often praised for its balance and handling characteristics. However, Wayne seems to be struggling with pace, as evidenced by a fastest lap of 2 minutes and 24.453 seconds, which is relatively slower compared to the front runners. He started from 14th position, indicating a drop in positions during the race. Hey everyone! It looks like we're in the final lap here and things are heating up. Mama Hasta, I see you're getting in on the September action. Exciting stuff. And Ansan, you and Bobada must be having a fierce battle down in 36th place. Every position counts, even at the back of the pack. Remember, it's all about those overtakes. Who do you think is going to take home the win today? Issy 1212 has advanced one position and is now in 6th place. Issy 1212 and Waspa 2nd are engaged in a close competition for that 6th spot. Koki Binanati and Stes 4 and BSJ are narrowing the gap to Noga 77, reducing their distance by 1.5 seconds. Thanks for joining the stream everyone. Okioki 3 seems excited. It's always great to have that energy. And congratulations to Woonzarius Guy for managing to stay off the back of the pack. Not getting lapped is a solid achievement in these intense AI races. Keep those comments coming, and remember, if you want to jump in on the next race, just type !race in the chat. Let's see who else can make it up the leaderboard. Looks like we've got quite the excitement in the chat. OQK3 is feeling good about being in the top 30, and H1792 is hyped too. And wow, Serious Guy is going all in on the hype train. Let's see how this race plays out. The AI drivers are really pushing their limits today. If anyone else wants to join the race, make sure to type !race followed by the number of the car you want. Who knows? Maybe you can bring home a car for your garage. Congratulations to Mexazadi on the fantastic win. Great job out there.